How would you describe the bilateral relationship between Denmark and Romania?
I think that the bilateral relation between Romania and Denmark is a good relation. We don't have any problems in our bilateral relation. We had various contacts on a political level. Recently there was a meeting between the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Romania and the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Denmark in Brussels. We had contacts also on other levels, and on political level I think there is a very good cooperation. We will further try to extend and expand the cooperation also to other areas of interest. Of course, we can do a lot also in the economic field. There is much potential in here. We can do a lot in the cultural area, and I can mention in this regard that next year, in 2017, Romania and Denmark are celebrating 100 years of diplomatic relations. So it is a moment for celebration, for joy between Romania and Denmark, and we are together with my team. We are in the process of drafting and finalizing a set of projects that we will try to promote next year and just mark properly this 100 years, because it's an important milestone of our bilateral relation. And of course, together with our friends and institutions in Denmark, we want jointly to engage in different projects in different areas of interest.
Very good. Do you have? Could you give an example of the initiative that you're planning for the 100 years of celebration?
Yes. So we are having in mind around 10 to 15 different projects to mark this 100 years. There will be some concerts, there will be some cultural events, some exhibitions, some wine tastings. There will be also for the Romanian community there will be some specific projects. We're trying also to organize an exhibition of diplomatic documents, just following the 100 years and the development of the bilateral relation. So we are trying to cover in different areas of our bilateral interests and involve as much as we can the Danish stakeholders. I have a good cooperation also with the Embassy of Denmark in Bucharest, and they also want to organize some events in Bucharest, and also the Romanian community in Denmark, as it is a very important point, and there is a very, very important aspect of our bilateral relationship. Over 25,000 Romanians that are working, and they are living and working, and they are very well integrated in the Danish society and in the Danish life.
I've known many Romanians that are very well integrated in the Danish society, and so I know what you mean. Regarding the bilateral relations, what would you say would be the best industries for Romania and Denmark to have a cooperation, to cooperate, if there is any there?
If you ask me in economic terms, yes. You mean in business terms?
Yes.
Of course, like I told you a little bit before, there is still a lot to do in the field of business cooperation. We organized, the embassy organized a forum, an economic forum, a high-level economic forum 2 years ago. We hope that we can continue this initiative also in the future. And with this occasion, and also with other occasions, of course, we were trying to identify some specific areas of interest. I can just give some examples as, of course, energy, agriculture, IT. So maybe if we can concentrate on 2 or 3 main sectors, I think it will be great, and just have some concrete examples and extend the economic activity. We really appreciate the activity of the Danish companies that we have now in Romania. We still are very, very willing to increase this activity, and at the same time, why not promote the Romanian companies in Denmark, promote the Romanian exports in Denmark, because I think it's very, very important also from our side to be present, and of course this will help also to the image of Romania in Denmark. You asked me about business. I just made a transfer to the image because I think it's an area of my interest that I will follow very, very with very, very attention because it's very important that we project a correct image of Romania in Denmark.
Yes, yes. Could you elaborate when you? Thank you very much. To go back to the business, to the bilateral relationship between Denmark and Romania on the business side. Denmark is a very important economic partner of Romania, and the investments have increased in recent years of Danish companies and investors in Romania. What would you say will be what can be done in order to increase those investments or to maintain those investments?
Yes, I think I just touched a little bit upon this issue earlier.
Yes.
I think that it's a very important time that we can and want to try to raise the interest of the Danish business towards Romania. I think there are many arguments for this. I think one of the main things is that Romania projects in the region and in the EU a image of macroeconomic stability. We have one of the highest GDP growth rates in the EU. We are almost at 5%. So it's a very, very important figure. It's a very high figure. But you cannot attract business only based on GDP growth. That's obvious. Also, the other macroeconomic indicators are doing very well, speaking about inflation, public debt, or unemployment. So we are doing fine. But this picture, of course, has to be completed with could not be complete if we do not add other things. So in order to attract the Danish business to Romania. So besides this macroeconomic stability, that our focus is to consolidate this macroeconomic stability, because it's very important. When you reach the high level, it's important to stay there and not have big fluctuations. So besides this, we have a very stable internal situation also regarding the political environment. We have done a great of work also regarding the reforms of the different judiciary system, and we have a very well-functioning anti-corruption agency that has a very important role and is appreciated by everybody. Of course, we are also well known for our professional skills that the workforce is offering, the cost of labor, the cost of living. So we have a very big market. So I just was going through some examples of the arguments that we as a country are offering. Beside this, the government is working also on different schemes and measures to attract foreign investors. They are facilitating the dialogue with the IFIs, with the International Financial Institution, to get also different sources of finance for different projects. We are offering also one of the third lowest personal tax income rate in the EU. So there are many things, but like I told you, there is the need also to promote these things in the correct and the proper manner. So also the Danish business is aware of these developments, of this and of this picture we are having in Romania. And it is part of my job, and my team will assist me with this, that we will try to have a dialogue, a constructive dialogue with our Danish partners in order to transmit and also to pass these messages that I was just briefly touching now in our discussion.
That sounds very good. With the